First blood spills. I demand more.
Oh, it's kind of you go.
He
for
wants to. Yeah, he's like, I can get both.
You go for the 3-man RP and then you get 0. That's what happens.
All right, in the mid lane, Sakata. Are you seeing this, Ben? He's gonna kill him. Oh, it was close, but I mean, old chicken there with the body blocks instilling a lot of fear into the Axe. Meanwhile, top lane looks like a bit of a crazy show up here as well. Old Sylar, he's gonna go for the TP out. He will make it. Purification won't be enough damage, and Q doesn't even bother. And obviously in the side lane as well. Actually, top lane, that is where we're going to see the first blood. Paparazi able to pounce in and burning. I mean, he's just been sitting with this glaives harass. I mean, yeah, that is the question. How's he going to build in a lane like this with the minimal resources he has? He's so careful. Paparazi going in and look at this. Sylar just gets bursted down and boom. He'll just find himself away, but the curse is too much. And they don't only find Sylar, they get a second. Garder being forced to run the hell back, and just the damage that Burning's doing with his glaives and the curse is absolutely crushing this lane. And this is just a pretty appalling start here for EHOME in terms of their carry. Bottom lane, Old 11's doing all right. Mid lane, as we've seen, Old Chicken is holding his own, but this top lane is it's an absolute disaster for Sylar.
It's Iron Talon time or lane swap time. So now he has Magic Stick. I guess that's good versus the Bat Rider, but he is still sitting at a very low.
Look at these shoots. Look at these shoots from Paparazi. That was absolutely glorious. He's probably going to pay with his life here, though. Old Chicken coming into the neighborhood and finishing him off. But some very nice fancy footwork from the Slark to get himself another solo kill. Will be knocked back to base.
Knight, which is not easy unless they go the long way around. Still have a healthy duration left on the smoke.
I mean, meanwhile, top lane, Paparazi. Oh my goodness. He stood near the creep, and he only just got the level 6 Shadow Dance from that. I don't know if it saves him necessarily. Old 11 trying to surge after him. Paparazi is pinging it out. We did miss the kill mid, but I want to look at the action here. It looks like Paparazi will survive, but mid lane, yeah, the tri-lane was able to come in and take down the Axe. Sylar's got to be careful here. He's been hunted down by InJuly with an Invis rune and the lasso at the ready. And there is also an Axe in the neighborhood. Sylar could be in a bit of trouble here. The Firefly is there. Sakata moving in to follow through with the call and dunk down onto the Terrorblade. They'll lose him. But meanwhile, at the same time, Old 11 actually got away with the solo kill onto Paparazi's Slark. So at the end of the day, both teams losing their position 1. And unfortunately, we couldn't see how Old 11 got away with that because we were watching the action down bottom, but I can only imagine it was a repeat of what we saw last time. But this time, Slark unable to play his way around of it. Sakata with a rotation towards the mid lane, looking towards Nixon's sense. The damage for the Glaze of Burning allow them to get a second kill in quick succession. Sakata falling low, hits the Quill Spray spam. Sylar's there as well, but with the stick charges, Sakata's actually able to keep himself alive, get himself back, actually comes back in for a call to control Old Chicken, gets himself out of range of the Quill Spray. Sakata playing on the edge of his seat here. Won't actually end up finishing off Old Chicken, but iG.V really keeping on the pressure onto EHOME. And in fact, Old Chicken's still hanging around. He's got to be careful. Baiting this one, there'll be a purification and a repel onto InJuly, allowing him to get himself back out to safety. But a lot of chaos there in the mid lane.
Thinking about what build the Bristleback goes for. It looks like Darkseer will be going for the Greaves, so Bristleback for the Treads and the Vanguard. I've seen some people go for the super defensive build, like the Pipe plus Vanguard, but then you just get ignored and not focused down. So I like the more aggressive with the Band of Elven skin, perhaps into a Yacht. Getting in a lot of trouble.
Now iG.V going in very, very deep here. He's rather tanky here, Old Chicken. The question is if they can actually bring him down. They'll try and chase, but with the Quill Spray stacking up on iG.V, they quickly realize that they cannot go for this kill. They back away. Garder's there with the Vendetta up. He did find that level 6 at the end of the day in that mid lane. And now he's looking to see if they can set something up to allow EHOME to get back in on this one. He's looking for the easier target. And it might just be Q. Q goes for the TP out in the tree line. Garder's there, ready and waiting with the stun. Sakata can be back across. In fact, with the purification and the call, iG.V could turn this one around. Garder falling low, dunk down. That's going to be one. iG.V could look to chase down for more here. Old Chicken on the retreat. InJuly coming back in. Firefly's back up. A good flame break to knock him back. They'll have the Berserkers cool up in 3 seconds. Sakata trying to chase down. They have to be careful at the same time. Heavy Quill Spray stacks building up, and immediately he calls and he runs, realizing that he's got 6 stacks on him. The damage that Old Chicken is outputting is just too much for iG.V to deal with.
They really need this.
The Vendetta, maybe seeing if you can find anything, but the ward iG.V will spot this all out, so indeed InJuly just goes for the straight TP out. Is he going to make it? No! The last minute second. Buy that blink, son! Buy that blink, he does. He will pay with his life. But that, yeah, very, very close there. They would have, I don't think he saw Garder necessarily, but he saw the other two of them heading towards that region. Well, LaNm, he will reveal himself here. We'll see what kind of a jump in they could go for iG.V. InJuly looking for his best target. With the Firefly, and there's the global in jumping, but InJuly doesn't actually get the lasso off. I don't know if he necessarily had kind of cold feet at the end of it and didn't want to go in on old chicken, but he jumps in, doesn't grab anyone, and that is global silence down, and EHOME, they're ready to abuse that opening.
Without the cliff, should be easy tower for them. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what's going on with the Batrider there. Maybe
iG.V, they want to fight. There's a blink dagger now on Sakata as well. And we'll see what they can find. Sakata gets the jump in immediately onto the Yoga. Who's going to be dropped back here as well. They get the lasso onto Garder, dragging him back. GA's there as well to keep iG.V buffed up and allow him to chase down for more. They've already found two. They'll get the call onto the darts here, bringing down old LaNm as well. Old Chicken tries for the TP out. He's going to make it. They've got nothing to hold him back. But iG.V there with a very strong defense around the tier 1, taking 3 heroes down.
On the bristle. So that means everyone else needs to watch their bristle. They need to play around the bristle much better.
Sakata had a very handy invis rune, allowing him to close in the gap onto the Nyx assassin. Taking down Garder. Into the bank of Sakata as he closes his way towards the blade mail. And meanwhile in the mid, they now even find themselves something else. Firefly and the lasso back up and available. InJuly jumping in onto old LaNm. They'll be able to pick themselves up another more stolen intelligence here for Burning. 18 minutes in, 16 intel stolen.
In a lot of these fights. And Nyx has just become super poor. Look at his net worth. Like, this is why a lot of teams just don't run support. Like he's in the back, he got caught out by Sylar, and now forced to already pop his ultimate while the rest of iG.
Global Silence is going to come out. See if they actually have to find anything in this one. Looks like it was a little bit of a defensive one to make sure Paparazi doesn't go down. Surge forward onto old Chicken, trying to close the gap onto Sakata, lining up Q and Burning as well. Starts to back himself up. Sakata gets the call off before the Nyx assassin is able to stun. GA comes through as well. Sylar trying to do what he can, but there's not a lot he can with the GA up. Look at the lasso onto the Terrorblade, dragging Sylar back. The call to follow through. It's a beautiful combination there from iG.V to not take down just one, but two at the cause of EHOME. Sakata jumping in for more. Will be held back by the Fire Blast of old LaNm. It's a good multicast as well as the 3-man vacuum, but there's no follow-up from EHOME. They've lost 3. Paparazi storming forward, looking to help the team find a 4th, and indeed they will. They surround old LaNm, and iG.V with some perfect execution there, some fantastic kind of juggling of skills between both the Axe and the Batrider there to get that done. And they get 4 heroes and a tier 1 as well. Whereas iG.V allowing Paparazi the security to take the tower. Sylar is in the mid lane, and Paparazi is actually going to find him out. He's going to miss the pound, still manages to kind of clip up to the high ground there, which is fortunate enough for him. Gets the vision to allow InJuly to jump forward with the lasso, call to follow through. I mean, as we're seeing, just this use of the lasso and the Berserker's call just absolutely destroys the Terrorblade. There's no chance for Sylar to fight back or keep himself alive with a clutch thunder. And it may not have finished there. They're moving in for more. They get the break here onto old Chicken. Again, Sakata's there with a follow-up call. There's a good vacuum wall and stun to follow through, but the damage follow-up isn't there. Again, Q pops the GA. There's been a buyback for Sylar. They just call GG. They tap out, and I really can't blame EHOME as iG.V. And you know, it's well, the first day we're seeing the teams here in these groups, and I've not had the chance to really watch these guys, but this team looks really hot, Ben.
Yes, they play very, very well. At the same time, I think EHOME's draft was just like...
It was not enough.